play some games. Okay, I was... Why am I not getting any output? Hang on. Hi, Andy. How are you? Hang on, everybody. Okay, why am I not getting any output? How are you tonight, Andy? Sorry. It was okay until I realized my gaming stuff isn't outputting anything. Oh well. I guess I'll sit like this and see if it pops in. Okay, let's get into it. Haunted Maker... Close it off my screen. Haunted Maker Mansion. Alright, I am okay, truthfully. Like I said, I would be more okay if my... I'd be more okay if my game stuff was... working correctly. Just got hyped over Switch Sports coming out in April. Yes, I know it. Okay, hang on one more second too. I don't know if this is going to change anything. No, what? Okay, never mind. Yes, I'm excited for that as well. I'm definitely excited for the direction that it took with adding some new stuff while bringing back some of the favorites, because that's always been kind of part of my thing with some of these reboots that they've been doing is they don't they just remake them. They don't kind of modernize it at the same time. So it's nice to see that it is being done. Did I not do this level? I did not do this level. Okay. Ah. Queens. I have to get used to the controls again, so bear with me. Didn't I do this level? I'm like 90% confident I'd done this level. Oh, I missed one already. Very excited to use my Joy-Con like the nunchucks. Yeah, that will be a very interesting way to do it. Promise, English is my first language. It'd be a very interesting way to get those utilized again, because I feel like they hit a very kind of niche thing with was it the Ring Fit Adventure and how they did that. Okay, I'm actually going to go back and see if I can find where I left. No! Okay, never mind. It feels like they've hit a very niche thing with that, and I think they never really expanded on stuff like that, in my opinion. So it's nice to see that they're actually going to do that. So I just pray it gets a good launch and that it doesn't suffer at the hands of marketing. The physical copy will include the leg strap for the soccer game. Yeah. I'm so excited to see that. See, it'll just be nice to have a kind of a healthy mobile, or what is the word I want? Like a mobile game again, like that one that, oh my gosh, brain, English, one that Ring Fit Adventure is actually popular. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it wasn't. It was just a case like with its popularity, I would have thought that there would be more games that would kind of thrive under that kind of archetype. So, but I never really saw another game that came out like Ring Fit Adventure, which was kind of sad. So, but there does seem to be a lack of games utilizing the motion controls. Yes, very much so. Even some games that I know for sure have them don't prioritize them, which is kind of a sad thing too, because I think like this technically does. I think. Oh, but the functionality doesn't lend itself well enough to it. So there's a lot of games that I'm aware-ish that offer them. Oh man. But they don't really offer a priority to them. Okay, so... Oh, come on, man. I was there. So, it'll be nice. The one game I'm truly excited for that I saw in the release, and if you don't like sports, forgive me because I'm going to nerd out on sports for a little bit, is the MLB 22, the show, coming to the Switch. I grew up as a sports game kid. MLB, Madden, 2K, you name it, I played it, more than likely. And I was a big... Ah! Whoa. Didn't know that was a thing. Okay. And I have not played of the show game since... PS2 days. I think it was MLB 11, the show, the one with Joe Mauer on the cover. That was the last one I played. Wait a minute. Oh. I would have thought that had the flower behind it. What do these do? So, needless to say, I have, like, and it's not often that these bigger sports titles are coming to the Switch. I mean, I would 2K has with Madden, or with NBA, but there's no NHL 2K, there's been some soccer, but that's really been it. Grew up playing JRPGs like yeah. I really wish I did play more of those. Just because I know they're so popular nowadays, but you know, growing up on sports games, it was always kind of like the mindless repetition type thing. And now to try and sit down and do something for a long period of time, like play a big story game like a Final Fantasy, is you might as well ask me to do calculus or something, because it would be easier in my brain. And that's a lot of truth. Where are you going? No, I was afraid of that. Okay, I think I see what I have to do. Aha. I mean, the Switch is unique. However, I was wondering if I should get a PS4 or Xbox Series console to play other games such as MLB 2022 that would show the graphics better. Yeah, I completely understand that. Gosh, it's been so long since I've played Xbox or PlayStation. I understand that too. I know the Switch has definite like graphical restrictions compared to the other games, or compared to the other console. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. We're going. But I don't know. For me, I'm gonna play it more so for the nostalgia. Because right now, with the Switch just having RBI baseball, and as buggy as that is, having something else more hopefully polished. That's not fair. It probably would be if I could hear things. Like I would like to play Kingdom Hearts 1 to the latest one. I'm disappointed that the Switch version is only cloud only. Yeah, I noticed that as well. And Kingdom Hearts is one of those games that I wish I grew up playing too. But I didn't. And so yeah, I mean, I'm happy that a lot of more popular series are coming to the Switch. Because I think there would be good... I was confused why I heard a cat in my headphones, and then I hear my cat screaming at the bottom of the stairs. And she's loud enough that it's being picked up on my mic, which is absolutely hilarious to me. What games are you most excited about coming out this year? Gosh, I've fallen off of a little bit of that wagon. I know the biggest one for me that I knew of, I'll say it that way, was Pokemon Legends Arceus. Just to have that kind of open world Pokemon, because I did play Pokemon Sword and I really enjoyed that. I know a lot of people complain that Nintendo or the Pokemon dev team doesn't like to update their graphics, and I get that up to a point, but there was something fun about the open world concepts to it, and I know that's a lot of what Arceus is about. So to be able to play that was, my excitement to play that was going to be very high. Gosh, what else is coming out? Like I said, I've really fallen off that wagon to remember what is and is not coming out. Oh, come on. Okay, I know what I have to do. Sorry, I'm gonna go quiet so I can focus on this. What are some other games that are coming out, Andy? Like soon-ish? Because my brain is just farting up a storm on it. Can you hear my cat meowing? That's just way too funny to me to hear her. When she gets meowing like that too, it's even funnier because I always think she's like, hello? No. No. Oh gosh, I only have a heart left. I can't tell if it's Yoshi or a cat. Well, the only reason I know it's my cat is for some reason the output for the Switch is not coming through my headphones. And I had to take my headphones off to verify that it was my cat. But if you hear the... It's my cat. Like I said, she is down the stairs through a closed door. I mean, and I'm at the far end of my room, too, which is absolutely makes it even more hilarious to me. I wish I knew why my Switch isn't outputting. I just wanted to output. It is that one. Wait. No. Oh my gosh, squeakers. Cat acts like she's dying and she just wants attention. I just don't understand. Sorry, this is just bothering me. Hoop, jump, hop. I'm supposed to get an internet upgrade Tuesday. Right now I'm paying $90 for like 12 megabytes per second download, but for $20 more I'll get to be up to a gig. Dang! Nice! Nice! Man, I wish I had better internet. The problem is, I have to duck through lots of hoops. Okay. Grab time boosters before time runs out. 15,000 points. The problem is, the router for my house, which is my parents' house, is down by their desktop, which makes a lot of sense, obviously. But for me, being upstairs at the furthest end of my house doesn't do me any good, truthfully. And trying to figure out ways to get a stable connection while streaming so I can have some more, fun is absolutely mind-numbing. Is that the first one? Nice. I have a booster. That's the thing. I have to get an extender too, which I think, if memory serves me, it acts as a booster. As well, I think, because I think it's like a 1 gig router as well, and my internet's not bad, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of my issue is did I do this again? No. I think a lot of my issue is the computer processing isn't the best, so regardless if I have good internet, it's just not gonna get me anywhere. I'll read your comment in a second. I gotta focus. I don't know if I actually just like failed the last level or if I just am terrible at life. So we'll find out together. Okay, got that one, that one. So again, sorry if I'm speaking over game audio. It's truthfully because I can't hear it. And why Streamlabs decides to do that with me today, I'll never know. And I know before anybody gives me grief, which, Andy, I think you're the only one here, that technically I should not use Streamlabs because of their practices, but I was gifted with the the membership I have for Streamlabs, and I don't feel right to change it on that person who gifted it to me. So that is the only reason why we're still on Streamlabs. Plus, I don't know how to multi-stream like I'm doing with OBS. So I have used OBS. So okay, I have my booster next to my router. I haven't moved it. I don't know where to move it to. But my house is small. So with Comcast, I've done my research, and their wireless length is 50 feet. Now, granted, when I took my measurements, I did not get a direct length. So, but when I did my measurements, I was exactly 51 feet away. With that, I got a range extender to help gain a better signal here. The problem, two problems I run into is finding a good enough spot for that where it's like in the middle, because it has to be plugged into an outlet. We have outlets that are spaced out between my room and where the router is, but not like one that's directly in the center. One is always too far away or too close. So I found a location, thankfully. But the other issue I have is Comcast doesn't like my extender for some reason. And with that, it'll drop connectivity every so often, which is absolutely god-awful. So I don't have a lot of connection capabilities, too. So it makes... Because I do everything on Wi-Fi. Like, I'm streaming on Wi-Fi, but it's at potato settings, truthfully. Welcome to Chilly Hot Isles. So, it's just the downside. Now, if I'm streaming at work, it's a whole different can of worms. So, okay. Let me see where I am. Oh! I'm one away, and it looks like this one only has 2 levels. Dope! So... I forgot where my brain was, but yeah, that's my internet issues for the day. Well, you know what? If I'm not getting game audio, so help me if it's just the case. Okay, that's on mix, yeah. Get over here, monkey. Aha. Should I just get a Wi-Fi wall plug? Would that make a difference instead of another router that's supposed to boost the signal? I don't know, and I'm probably not the one to truthfully seek that advice for, because I haven't truthfully found like a lot of success. I've found some, but not a... Ow, rude. I have found some success on what I've been able to do, but not a whole lot. So, my wall plug extender works. I would want to say that for sure. It does work. Is it the best? No, but it works. But I also paid a good arm and a leg for it as well. So, I think the extender I have was... Oh, that's good. The audio is also found on your end? Nice. Yep, for some reason, I have it set up to where the audio for the streams outputs through my mic speaker, so I can hear the game as well as my mic, because from editing streams, I've had it to where the game was either too loud, my mic was too quiet, it just wasn't balanced right. So I've had to, or I've counter-adjusted it a couple of times. So, but I always like to listen to it at the same time so I can get just live balance. But since I moved this setup, it's not working the way it's supposed to, which is just absolutely frustrating. How do I take down this crap? Boosh. Oh! I just have to hit him twice. Had I known it was that simple, I would have did that the first time. Oh, man. So I don't know if that did answer your question at all as far as a booster versus range extender. And that's also saying, again, that I'm not 1000% confident what I have is considered a booster. It is more so just a range extender. So it doesn't upgrade I don't believe it upgrades my speed, but it gives me a better signal for my wireless connectivity, which I think therefore increases my speed. But that is a rough guess on connectivity. Does that answer any questions? There will be a test, so I hope you paid attention. The only internet advice is... I think so. The only internet advice I can truly give you with confidence is never get Comcast. Because, whew! I have Comcast here, and I hate them. Mainly because they're way too expensive, personally. And they do not provide quality customer service, either. I had Comcast when I lived in Atlanta. I hated it. I did too. And that's the weird thing about where I live. Sure, it was fast, but it was very unreliable. Thank you. Yes. Especially their wireless. Because their Ethernet, I'm sure, is fine. I dealt with their Ethernet? Not a lot, but from my experience, yeah, totally good. Their wireless sucks tenfold. And I mean that with the utmost truth. Oh, I can't do anything yet. Oh, I have to get boat pieces. They stole my boat pieces. How dare they? Whoop. I didn't realize that was a cliff. It's on me. Ooh. And the funny part is, the part that I forgot to say, is where I live, I used to live across town. Like literally a mile west of here. And I had AT&T. I can't get AT&T at where I'm living currently. I know there's truthful logic and explanation to it, and don't get me wrong, I understand it mostly. But it's like, how can I get it at one end of town, the same town, but not at a different end of town? Like that, something a little shady there. I wish we could be like Britain, where good internet is a right instead of monopolistic expectation. Your entire house is about 35 feet by 20. Wow, yeah, that's not that big. But I hope it's quaint. It's cozy. Oh, I missed him. Ah. Yeah. Sounds about right. Maybe a wall plug would help. My sister and her family will move here this summer, and the Wi-Fi upgrade and the wall extender would help since my brother-in-law likes to play on his PS4. Yeah, definitely. I do know with Comcast, at least, because obviously that's what I deal with, so that's where a lot of my knowledge is based off of. With Comcast routers, you can only have a certain... to reach router optimization, you should only have a certain number of devices on there. I think for our plan right now, which is like a 300 megabyte plan, or 300 BPS, it's like 8, and that's part of our problem too, is we have too many devices on our home network. which was part of the reason why I got the range extender, because I mean, I have my phone, my desktop, my Switch, my TV, my tablet, that would be all connected to it. And obviously that's not the wisest. Plus the ample amount of smart devices we have in our house. So to have another quote-unquote router to connect to would be helpful, but it still gets overloaded. So, and I wish we can upgrade, but Comcast doesn't. And the thing I hate, I get it, but I hate it, is they don't offer a whole lot of transparency behind their plan. Behind their plans, I should say.